And now, for a few quick announcements. It is with a heavy heart, parishioners, that I announce the departure of our associate demon, Lord of the Void. He'll be joining our sister church, Westvale Abbey, in an effort to help them rebuild their congregation after a demon exploded from their floor, killing all inside. But to end these church announcements on a happy note, we have a new associate demon joining our church. Parishioners, give a round of applause for Overseer of the Damned.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so excited to be a part of the Church of Athreos. I've heard nothing but great things. As your associate demon, I'm excited to get your zombie attendance up, and I'm also excited to get a bunch of zombie outreach programs going. Once again, parishioners, thank you so much for having me.
No, Overseer of the Damned, thank you. Welcome to the Church of Athreos. Welcome to the Church of Athreos, guys. Have a seat. I'm so glad to have you. Hope you're ready for today's church service. Hope you're ready to have some fun. We got Sidisi. Yes. I like that. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, I like this hand a lot. Living Death, Fiend Hunter, Selfish Spirit. We are on the play, though, so it's going to be hard for us to get Weather Wayfarer up and running. So let's go ahead and mulligan on this one. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Phyrexian Arena, Flagstones, Dark Supplicant, High Scourge Stag, High Priest. We'll go and keep on this one. Dark Depths. I think at this point we're going to put that on the bottom. I'd like to hit another black source. But yes, let's get our command zone all set up. Let's go for this. Let's go for some Temple of Silence. See, we hit out this some scry action or some scurry action, according to my Athreos pre-release opponent. Swords to Plowshare. I think I'm okay with that on the bottom right now. I want to hit another black source. But yes, welcome to the Church of Athreos. And hey, shout out to Overseer of the Damned for joining the church as an associate demon. So glad to have him. Yeah, it was sad to see Lord of the Void go, but he had another calling. You've got to take a calling when you get it sometimes. But let's jump into our commander. So we're playing Athreos, God of Passage. Devotion 7 turns into a creature. Then whenever another creature you control dies, return it to your hand unless target player pays 3 life. Playing against Sidisi, Brute Tyrant. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then, whenever one or more creature cards hit the graveyard, you may put a 2/2 or create a 2/2 black zombie token. Let's go Plains right now. I think, yeah, let's go and go some Scourge Stag High Priest. Get Scourge Stag active, and then we'll be good to go. Cover both of. Yeah, I'm good. I can start chatting now. I always, if I get ahead of myself, I always. I don't want to start yakking if I didn't cover the commanders over there. So, Graft Harvest. Oh, dude, talk about a good commander card right there, especially in a zombie deck. Graft Harvest, 1 mana, zombies you control have menace, just solid zombie card. It was one of those. It was printed, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good. Glad you printed that. Thank you, Wizards. Let's go ahead and there's nothing we can really. We're not going to be able to. Well, yeah, we're not going to have enough creatures to deploy, so we'll go and swing in with Scourge Stag right now. We don't have a way to get Morbid online. What we need is another black source to get Phyrexian Arena up and running. But, yeah, let's go ahead and go. You may sacrifice. Yeah. Let's go High Priest right now. We'll get the Clerics down, then we can get down Dark Supplicant, and then we'll have 3 Clerics out there. So if we want to sacrifice Dark Supplicant, then we'll kind of be in a spot where we can search up the avatar of. I think that's what it is. The avatar, the Scion of Darkness. Then whatever deals damage. If our opponent's got some mill action, which they may have some mill action because they're playing Sidisi, then we might be able to get a nice little demon out there. Fleshbag Marauder. Okay, let's see. Who do we want to sacrifice? We'll probably go ahead and sacrifice High Priest right now. I'm okay with that. I'd rather leave up a Scourge Stag High Priest. Okay, let's see what we draw. Hopefully it's another black source. Buried Alive. Well, that's one way to kind of get stuff running. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing in again. Got the 37 turn clock established and our opponent's shaking in their boots. Okay, down to 37. Let's go ahead and go Dark Supplicant. Let's say we get into spots where we hit another Cleric. Well, we do have Extractor of Sin, so if we can, we'll get down Dark Supplicant. We can fire off Extractor of Sin. We're not probably going to sacrifice. We could sacrifice Flagstones, actually. Get another Plains. Yeah, we could do that. So we can go Extractor of Sin, sacrificing the Flagstones, and then we can get a Scion of Darkness. And then once our opponent starts blasting creatures into the graveyard, then we can start reanimating them. And this might be. No, excuse me, it's Golgari Clusto. The land came into play tapped. I thought they were casting Sidisi. Crypt Breaker. That's another really cool zombie card that they printed in Eldritch Moon that I was really happy with. I mean, just having a 1-drop zombie with a bunch of unique abilities. Pretty cool. Okay, so see what we got. Godless Shrine. Okay. trying to think. Okay, so if we go Godless Shrine, either way, we get down Extractor of Sin, sacrifice the flagstones, and come into the battlefield tapped. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's get down Extractor of Sin. We'll sacrifice the flagstones. It'll basically just replace itself. There we go. Sacrifice the flagstones. That goes to the graveyard. We're going to search up for a plains. And we'll go and grab a scrub land off that. And then I think... Well, we have an active Dark Supplicant, so we'll wait for our opponent to maybe cast something. Let's go and put the Godless Shrine in. And then if our opponent, yeah, we're not going to swing in. So we're just going to pass it over our opponent. So we have a couple different things. So if our opponent somehow kills something, we have Morbid online with Scourgestag High Priest. If we don't have that, we can activate Dark Supplicant in response, sacrifice 3 different clerics, and then get into some Scion of Darkness at the end of our opponent's turn. So we've kind of got a little bit of an open board. Depends on what they go for. And let's see. Acidic Slime. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Going for our scrub land. Okay. Probably going to go for a Scion of Darkness. Well, is that exactly what we want to do? We can go for Phyrexian. Yeah, we'll hold off. We'll leave it up right now because that touch over there kind of complicated. Ooh, Opposite Deck Ghost Council. Let's go ahead and get down the Phyrexian Arena. And then once again, we're just going to go ahead and leave up a Dark Supplicant or Scourgestag High Priest, kind of force the issue. One of the reasons we didn't fire it off right then is because even if we get into Scion of Darkness, it's a demon. You would think he has flying, but he does not have flying. So, and if you're unfamiliar with Scion of Darkness, what he does is whenever he does damage, we return a creature card from our opponent's graveyard to the battlefield on our side. So, kind of what we're going for. Maybe we're kind of waiting for a little bit more of a better something coming out of the graveyard. Okay, Sidisi coming in. They're going to get a 2/2 zombie. And one of the ways that we can get the Gather the Pack. Okay, one of the ways that we can get Morbid online for Scourgestag High Priest is, let's say they swing in with Crypt Breaker, we can block with the Eldrazi Horror token and the Extractor of Sin, still leaving up, and then we can tap it down to tap 2 creatures. So we'll be in a good spot. Okay, they're not going to swing in right now. Let's get this Phyrexian Arena up and running. Command Tower and Viscerous here. Well, there's our sack outlet. Let's go ahead and get down Command Tower. And as far as Devotion goes, we're looking at 5, 6. Yeah, we'll actually have Devotion online for Athreos, and then we can still get down Viscera Seer. So let's go ahead and cast. That's weird. There we go. It wouldn't let me cast. Like, am I aware of something that I'm not be able to cast my commander during my main phase? It's like last time I checked, it was just a bunch of zombies. So let's go ahead and get down Viscera Seer. And we'll have 2 card types in the graveyard as far as Extractor of Sin goes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to hold it up right now. So now that we finally have a sack outlet, we can sacrifice that Eldrazi Horror, get into a 5/5 demon with Scourgestag High Priest, and we still have the open clerics on sacrificing Scourgestag to find that Dark Supplicant. Scion of Darkness. I don't know why I'm calling it Dark Supplicant. Scion of Darkness. But yeah, this is one of the things I really enjoy about the Church of Athreos is that this is one of those decks that the way you win is different almost every single time. If you're unfamiliar with the deck, we have a lot of clerics in here. We have Reanimator on Demons, which is really flavorful with the Church of Athreos. And then we have a lot of card draw, losing a bunch of life to draw a bunch of cards. So it's just kind of keeping with the Corrupt Church theme. So definitely one of my more flavorful decks and easily one of my top 5 decks to play. All right, so our opponent's going to get down Sidisi. And that's going to allow us to, we're going to miss out on the Dark Supplicant activation, but with that Exploit trigger, that'll turn on Morbid for Scourgestag High Priest, and we can tap and get a 5/5 demon. So let's see what they're going to search for. And as far as creatures in the graveyard, right now there's just Cemetery Reaper, Fleshbag, the Lich Lord. And then we don't really have, well, I mean, we could, maybe an argument could be made for getting the Lich Lord down through that Scion of Darkness, but it's okay. Let's see what they draw. Oh, excuse me, search your library for a card, put it in it goes into their hand, okay. So, we have an active, we have Morbid online active right now, so we can just tap Scourgestag, tap a couple creatures. We'll wait to see what our opponent does as far as swinging in. But we can definitely get those 5/5 demons up and running. And that kind of, Scourgestag High Priest, it's one of those cards that it doesn't seem that impactful, but once you get an entire board of creatures out there, even like a sack outlet, and once it's online, once you can start tapping it, just creating a 5/5 demon out of just tapping 2 creatures is very, very impactful. So, easily my favorite card in the deck. He's a very good priest for the church. We're very lucky to have him, and it's oh man, yeah, I love the Church of Athreos. It's a lot of fun. All right, so we got Sidisi swinging in right now. Let's see what triggers hit the graveyard. Ghoul Tree. They're gonna get an extra zombie. Yeah, we're gonna go. I don't. Maybe our opponent. It's not gonna have Menace over there. Let's go and activate right now. So let's go and tap the. Let's tap Viscera Seer, and then we'll go ahead and tap Extractor of Sin. So we're gonna create a 5/5 demon. We can block Athreos on Sidisi Brood Tyrant. It's going to have Indestructible, so in case there's some type of shenanigans or something, I'm not sure what they have up their sleeve, but we're going to have Indestructible either way, so... Okay. And then we can still make another creature next turn, and if we hit our 5th land drop, then we can get down opposite at Ghost Council, kind of get that extra 2 life chipping in right there. Okay, let's get the planes down. Let's go and swing in. So we're looking at... we're okay in the air. Do we want to swing in with Athreos? Yeah, let's go and swing in with Athreos. We're going to swing in with Athreos. Swing in with the demon. There's no flying in the air. Anything else we want to do? No, we're good. Okay, so we're going to swing in. Coming in hot for 10. If our opponent doesn't block, we'll put him down to 28. Alright, got Sidisi right there. They trade. Drops him down to 33. Yeah, we'll go for the opposite at Ghost Council. So we're looking at double white, black, black. And opposite at Ghost Council definitely turns on Devotion. I mean, Devotion was already online for Athreos, but that double white, double black definitely turns on Devotion. Alright, so we're going to gain that too. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and is it the exile at the beginning of your end step? Yes, we're going to exile. That way we'll get that extra trigger at the beginning of our next turn. Kind of just nickel and tie their opponent from their life. They're going to draw a card off the Crypt Breaker. But we're going to tie their opponent right now. Yes, we're going to exile it. Okay, so opposite at Ghost Council gets exiled. And we're still in a good spot. I'm trying to think. We're getting, well, I don't want to, like, we're at 3 clerics right now, and there's a lot of clerics in here. So if we activate Dark Supplicant, sacrificing the clerics to get down Scion of Darkness, there would have to be something, Zombie Apocalypse. Return all creature cards from your graveyard. Destroy all humans. Yes. Okay, so as far as humans go, how do we want to do this? Okay, we've got 3 humans, so we can sacrifice them and get Scion of Darkness, which is not going to be a human. Or we can make a 5/5 demon. What's going to be more impactful? They're going to bring back all the zombies out of the graveyard. Flashback zombie, zombie wizard right there, acidic slime. Let's see. Do we want a 5/5 or Scion of Darkness? Yeah, let's go ahead and go for... That's going to be 10 in the air. Yeah, I think we want a 5/5 demon. Yeah, I'd rather get a 5/5 demon. Let's go ahead and sacrifice Extractor of Sin. See if they're going to pay for that 3. It'll go back to our hand. We're going to have Morbid turned online. We get some scry action. Thraben Doomsayer. We're a little far away from Thraben, and it's not exactly what we want. Let's go and activate Scourgedag High Priest. Let's tap the Dark Supplicant and the Eldrazi Horror. And we get another demon. Let's go and activate Viscera Seer because we're going to lose the Dark Supplicant anyway because it is a human cleric. Talk about a nice little flavorful matchup, Zombie Apocalypse. Okay, they're not going to pay for that. Scry, Read the Bones. That would be good. Oh man, is that exactly what we want right now? Yeah, we're going to dig pretty deep. We're going to put that on top. I'm okay with that. And we're going to sacrifice the Scourgedag High Priest because it's a human. It's going to die anyway. We're going to pay that trigger, Scribe, Read the Bones, put that on top. So we're going to draw that off Phyrexian Arena, and then we'll have another card draw. Okay, so our opponent's got a bunch of zombies out there. We're going to have to sacrifice another creature. I guess right now, we'll go ahead and sacrifice a Eldrazi Horror. I think I'm okay with that. We will have Opposite at Ghost Council coming in, which will definitely turn on Athreos. So we're going to be able to swing in, depending on how our opponent wants to swing in right now. So our opponent is at 21. Let's see if they're going to pay that 3. They're going to put him down to 17. I mean 18, if I can math correctly. But yeah, so depending on how they pay that, we got Opposite at Ghost Council coming in out of exile. That's going to be 2 more. I'm waiting to see if they're going to pay for that Athreos sugar. Okay, they're not going to pay for that. So that 21. Alright, so we got Obsidian Ghost Council coming in. That's going to turn on Devotion for Athreos. There's going to be 2 more. It's going to put him down to 19. We're going to be able to swing in for 10 in the air. That's going to turn on Athreos where we can swing in. So we're going to have a pretty nice chunk of change swinging in, depending on how they win a block. We do have to watch out for Gultree over there. It is an 11-11 with Menace, but do we want to chump block right now? We're at 5. That's okay. What we can do, yeah, with the Menace over there, we can, well, I was thinking we could chump block with Viscera, but we're going to need an extra creature for that. Okay, so we got the Phyrexian Arena, we got Obsidian Ghost Council coming in. We're going to gain that 2 life, and they're going to lose 2 life. We go to 37, we're going to draw another card, draw that Read the Bones, see what we rip, Dark Confidant. Not exactly what the Doctor ordered, but let's go and swing in. So we're looking at, yeah, we got a nice little board state to go and swing in. Coming in with Athreos, and we'll just swing in with the Demons right now. You know, if they want to chump block on the Obsidian Ghost Council with some double zombies, sure, go for it. Okay, so we got some chump blocks acting. I'm okay with that. Draw a card, lose a life. They go down to 18. They're going to be taking 10 in the air, put them down to 8. Let's go ahead and read the bones right now. I'm going to read the bones, scry 2, draw 2. Bygone Bishop, Demon of Dark Schemes. All other creatures get -2/-2. So that's going to wipe out some of our wipe out the Crypt Breaker, the Cemetery Reaper over there, leaving just the Ghoul out there. Yeah, we're kind of digging for like a board wipe or something. Demon of Dark. Plus, we're kind of far away. We'll have Demon of Dark Schemes once we can make the land drop for the turn. I just know that's exactly what we want. Well, it'll take care of 2 of the creatures over there. Yeah, I think we'll go and put that on top. It'll be a good way for us to, yeah. Ooh, we draw Reanimate. Okay, that's pretty good. Dark Sub, we can reanimate on Fleshback Marauder. It'll make our opponent sacrifice a creature. Yeah, let's go and get down Dark Confidant, I think. We can go for the reanimate next turn. Yeah, let's go for Dark Confidant. We get down Dark Confidant, that'll allow us to double block on Gultree to kind of stop that damage from coming in. Make sure we make the land drop too. We'll go and bounce the planes back to our hand. And then, yeah, we'll go and pass the turn. Okay, so we'll kind of re-rack. Do we not? Yeah, we'll go and exile Obsidian Ghost Council. Okay, so we'll have that trigger coming in. Our opponent's going to be at 8. It'll put him down to 6. We're going to have 10 in the air, so we're going to have to find 2 ways to deal with 2 flying demons. You know, I'm just setting stuff up to make sure, you know, if our opponent somehow has a board wipe or something. So we have Demon of Dark Schemes coming in. That's going to blast the Cemetery Reaper, blast the Crypt Breaker. We're going to have that energy token, and then we also have Reanimate. So at the beginning of our turn, we can Reanimate on Fleshbag to make our opponent sacrifice a creature, depending on how they swing in. It'll be another way for us to get that extra damage in, or if they somehow find a flyer or something like that. But yeah, Church of Athreos, definitely one of my favorite decks to play, just because of lines of play like this. You know, we don't have any aristocrat action going, we don't have any mass graveyard recursion, just kind of go and beat sticks, so that's always fun. All right, so they're going to return a creature at random from their graveyard, if they're going to pay for that. Okay. Acidic Slime coming in. Destroy target what? Let's see. Artifact, enchantment, or land. They could blast the Phyrexian Arena, but okay, that's fine. Fine play. We'll still have the Reanimate on Fleshbag, depending on how they want to. Now, where is that getting flying from? I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, again, so, okay, it's getting flying from the Risen Executioner. Other zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay. That is something. Let's see if they're going to swing in. Bringing the whole crew in. But they're going to have 10 coming in the air, so we'll go and chump block. And then we'll go and fire the Viscera Seer. So we're looking at 3, 9, 11, looking at 17, yeah, 20. That'll put us at 14. And then we'll go ahead and activate Viscera Seer because it's not going to have Trample. Make sure I'm not missing Trample anywhere. Nope. Alright, so it's going to activate Viscera Seer on the Dark Confidant. It'll go back to our hand, unless our opponent wants to pay that 3 life. So we get the little scry action. Temple of the False God. That would be nice, but I'm kind of just maybe digging for something, I don't know. Not that. We'll sacrifice the Viscera Seer again. Yes. Alright, so we got the Athreos passage coming, Athreos trigger coming in, then we'll have Viscera Seer. Dark Tutelage. We'll definitely put that on the bottom. Okay. Puts us down to 14. And then let's see what else. Yeah, we should be able to close it out with the 2 demons swinging in the air, so And then Acidic Slime's going to get exiled. Okay, and then Opposite Ghost Council's coming in hot too. So we're going to put the Phyrexian Arena trigger. We got the Opposite Ghost Council. It turns on Devotion for Athreos. We're going to draw another card. Path to Exile. Oh, beautiful. Let's go and get the sword, not the swords down, the planes down. All right, so opponent scoops it up. Yeah, we had 10 coming across in the air. We had swords to Path to Exile on the Risen Executioner over there. Opposite coming in, and Athreos coming in. So, but you can see where this deck right here, you know, there's lots of different lines of play. There's the Aristocrat style to it. There's the Reanimator style, which we definitely got into in Tomb and Reanimate. And then you can also just go straight beat sticks, which is a lot of fun. So, definitely enjoyed it. Guys, if you enjoyed this church service, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.